This is John Baxter, CEO of Anti-Aging Bed, author of the book 333 Benefits of Grounding, the originators of MedBed. Now take a look of how thick this book is. This is our second book on how we originated the MedBed. There's over 15,000 links and citations within this book. It talks about our patents. We have close to 100 technologies today in how we revolutionized healthcare to end human suffering. Now, you'll take a look at this book, take a look at some of our technology we created. There's a reason why we won World's Greatest Health Technology in 2024 on Bloomberg, and why we continue to be in the press and in the news with helping over tens of thousands of people with their chronic health disease, anywhere from our scanning technology to our AI to everything from grounding to frequency medicine and everywhere in between. We have a whole system of healthcare here, and it's just not only revolutionizing the way we live, sleep, and eat and heal in this world, but also it's the foundation to everything that we wanted. Our comic books are literally coming to life with this advanced technology that we have here today. Find us on Amazon or find this book on our website, and you won't be discouraged. This is the Baxter Effect podcast. Your host, John Baxter, and I have a very special guest here today. His name is Donald DeJesus. He's our own personal Jesus over here. This is going to be a great show. We put together a book that we would like to talk about today, and that's 333 Benefits of Grounding, the originators of MedBed. And my first question to Don here is, where did you get the 333 benefits, or the number 333?
Well, everything we do with Tesla is 369, and we do things with the universe, energy, frequency, and vibration. It's three methods of modalities of energies, forces that heal. So the book, The Benefits of Grounding, really is systemic. We have over 1,350 organs that our bioscanner scans in our body, and this is chromosomes, DNA, RNA, everything that's in our body. The scanner can scan. So when you think about 333 benefits of grounding, it's really over 1,500 benefits of grounding, because it's affecting every organ of your body. It's systemic. It's going throughout every cell. Your body has 7 octillion electrons through your 42 miles of nerves, and this is fueling your electron deficiency when you're grounding. So when we use the layers 333 benefits of grounding, it's just as a good cornerstone, and there's a page for every one of the benefits of what's it affecting as part of your body. Electron nutrition affects every ounce of your body. When you're feeding your body these electrons from the source of the earth, the energy from the earth, from when God said, "Let there be light," that's when he said that's the birth of the electron transport chain that fuels every ounce, every blade of grass. Nothing lives without electrons. John?
Really quick here, that was very interesting to hear that we are electrons. So let me ask you something. What is grounding in general?
Grounding is basically simply when we're able to take off our shoes and reconnect to the source of all the energy on the earth. So all the animals right now in wildlife are barefoot, they're naked, they don't wear any clothes, and they're constantly touching the earth. They never, ever, ever, ever touch our concrete jungle. So they're grounding 24/7, 365 days in a year. They're constantly being fueled by the life source. The earth is divine, and we are the branches. We have to reconnect ourselves back to the source to get that energy flowing back into our body. So I always challenge everybody, try to do a 24-hour fast grounding for one day. See if you can get yourself connected for a full 24 hours to the earth, like all the wildlife.
I would think that would be very hard, Don. I think most people are disconnected, and they prefer to be disconnected. Yeah. They think that we're all separate, and that's a great way to live life and to be separate, but wouldn't it be cool to realize that we're all connected, that we aren't all disconnected? Like, hey, you're my brother. But in a certain sense, people would say, well, he's not my brother, so we're not connected. But aren't we all connected? Aren't all plants connected to Earth? They're all breathing the same oxygen in the air. We're all utilizing the same soil to grow our food. This water that just keeps flowing through us and vaporizing, and it comes down as rain, is the same water. So out of this cycle of grounding, and then going back to 333 in water, H2O. So could you say that 3 and 3 would equal 6, which would be H2, and then O would be 3, H2O?
Yeah, there's 2 parts oxygen and so for example, in our dual hydrogen oxygen generator, it's 66 parts hydrogen and 33% of oxygen. That's for our hydrogen oxygen generators, but that's split up in 3 parts. But that's what H2 is. H2O is 2 parts hydrogen, 1 part oxygen, and that's the formula of breathing.
So this book, the way it looks like it's very, I would say, balanced in the sense where it's almost like geometric and balanced in a balanced pattern. So in 333, is grounding one of these things where we are basically connecting to something advanced, something that we intrinsically know, that we're perfectly like crystalline in structure?
Yes, when we are grounding, we're restoring the electron chain, the electron nutrients of our electron transport chain. And this is the benefit of taking your blood from a carbon-based bloodline to a crystalline-based bloodline. We have right in the disclaimer, right here right in the beginning, and the disclaimer, there's some pictures there. The pictures, there's over 500 pictures, color pictures in this book, over 600 pages, and 15,000 links. One of the links right there in the beginning, it's telling you, if you click on that link, right after 20 minutes of grounding, your blood starts to thin because it's uncoupling the sticky, gluey stickiness of glucose overdose in your blood. So this helps break up that stickiness inside your blood from the electrons being restored in your body. Many people suffer from electron deficiency, and one of the side effects of electron deficiency is very sticky blood. Your blood doesn't have the electrons flowing in it to help recycle the energy in the blood. And this is restoring your bloodline that you were supposed to have from the beginning of time, being connected back to the earth. John?
Yeah, when you talk about ED, right, we're talking, some people, when we say ED, we're talking about erectile dysfunction.
Yep.
And then on another side, we talk about electron deficiency. And these are 2 different things, but one thing helps both, I believe, and there's a nutritional science behind electron donation. Can you break down what electron deficiency is?
Electron deficiency is the lack of electrons supplying your electron transport chain. You have 7 octillion electrons, that's 27 zeros. When you're not fueling your body, like we talk to people 70 years, I never heard of grounding, but they have all types of problems that are connected to not having enough electrons in your body. So many of the side effects of electrons, we have a chart, even one of the side effects is cancer, tumors, because you're not feeding your body the fuel that it needs, and your body's drying out like a dry, empty battery that has no energy in itself. Every one of your cells is like a battery. And when you're grounding, you're recharging your cells every night. And that's what this is, restoring your electron nutrients. It's electron nutrition. Right in the patents that we have, it's that is part of the patent. It's electron nutrition and EMF mitigation. This is called electromagnetic hygiene, because it's cleaning your body from all the dirty EMFs that we're surrounded by. So what this does is ED, though, is connected throughout your body. And it's also connected to arterial cirrhosis, where you got clogged arteries. Even the clogged arteries are all the same because your blood is too thick. And when you got clogged arteries, it's the same as having a stroke in your brain. That clogged artery is the same clog as a heart attack, and it's the same clog in your phallus. It's all the same, whether it's you got that same not bacteria, I'm sorry, it's the same calcium usually that's mixed with the thick blood that causes these clogs.
Well, let me ask you something. I know they recently changed the food pyramid, right? At one time it said wheat and sugar is the number one thing you need. Mm-hmm. And then they inverted the food pyramid that said fats, oils, and meat and protein is what you need most. Now, so we've been lied to. That's an inversion. We were told what was bad for us is what we need most, and what we needed most was bad for us. And so you keep saying glucose and sugar. So we know sugar is sticky. Like if I pour sugar on this and I put water, it's sticky. My hand sticks to it, and it's hard to get off. Why is it? Why is it that glucose, which is just another form of saying blood in your sugar in your blood, is sticky, and why is this causing havoc in the body? Do we even need sugar in our body?
Great question. We ask this all the time to AI. Do we even require 1 drop of sugar or 1 drop of flour? AI says no, not even a drop. Your body does not require not even a drop of sugar or a drop of flour. The liver creates its own glucose by neoglucogenesis, and it will produce the glucose it needs by fat and proteins. And that's what your body really, really needs to survive. We're not designed to live off of flour. It turns into glucose instantly. Sugar turns into glucose. It comes in many, many, many forms, but that's the name. It turns into glue. It's turning everything into glue. It's sticking up your lymphatic system. It's sticking up your arterioles, blood and circulatory system. Everything is getting backed up, and we hear it all the time with AI. The number 1 domino that falls is your gallbladder because of too much sugar, too much flour. When we're young, it's very yellowish. As we get older, because we're eating too much sugar, it turns green, and then it becomes compromised when it turns black. And that's when you're poisoning the body, and they say it's compromised, and they just want to take it out. AI says, no, we can just renew that by the top of the oils, by doing a tablespoon of olive oil every day to reset the bile that's trapped in your gallbladder. The gallbladder is connected to the liver, and it's producing the bile. It's the storage tank for the bile. So when that storage tank, the bile is what helps clean your fats. It's like a soap or a poison. When it becomes compromised, it's poison in your body, not healing you. John?
Wow. I mean, you want to just blow people's mind the rest of the day, Don? You just started. So, I mean, you might have heard some of this stuff before, but maybe you haven't. And if you haven't, don't feel like you're the only one. We've been at this for over 25 years, and we have over 100 technologies at this point. You don't get this information from just anyone. You don't get this information from anyone. You get this information from serious healers. You get this information that people who've done the work. Not only did I break my neck and heal myself, that was still the entry level point to what we know today. And I know we use AI. AI is an advanced technology that people have many different opinions about, but they just don't know that our AI is driven by Citizens Healthcare, a nonprofit, and realizing that most AI that you see today is contaminated with wrong information. And then I would like to ask you this. How are you so sure that our AI is not contaminated?
Well, we kind of programmed AI by writing this book. And originally, when we wrote the beginning of the book, we like biblical themes. So we started out by originally gathering this word called light from every religion on the earth. And in doing so, it created this super consciousness that we've kind of used as only using the word light in all medical terms. So it's so connected to healing, and everything about light is electrons. So it's all connected. That's what the book came. It's all about light. Light is healing. And even with the oils, we're talking a little bit about the oils. The oils, the pyramids that changed. There is a pyramid too of the omega-3s, omega-6s, and omega-9s. The omega-3s come from the sea. Omega-6s come from the animal fats, and the omega-9s come from the trees, the vine. And these are the top shelf oils. Omega-9s is literally the top shelf oils. These are the olive oils, one of the top oils you can put in your body. It even goes back to biblical themes. We share this every once in a in a while with people that like biblical themes, that your body is the temple. The very first assignment that God gave Moses, when God gave Moses the holy anointing oil, was to anoint the inside of the tabernacle and every instrument. That you're the tabernacle, and all your organs are the instruments. That's why it's imperative you anoint your temple every morning with olive oil to start your day, as like David says, I anoint my head, God anoints my head with oil. It's the same thing. You don't want to just anoint the outside, you want to anoint the inside. And that's where your body's being compromised, because you're a dry well. And the same thing with the breath of life. You know, God says in Ezekiel 37, I'm going to pour my breath into you, and an army's going to come to life. We believe our dual hydrogen oxygen generators, the best breath in the entire earth. You can't even get hydrogen and oxygen into hospitals. And the only places they have them is in China, and a couple in South Korea, and a couple other little places. We have the dual hydrogen oxygen generators here that literally supply your blood and instantly start fueling your blood, the nourishments that you're breathing. We're using all the natural forces of life, electrons from the sun, oxygen you breathe, getting rid of all the EMFs from all this pollution that we have over the last 100 years. John?
Yeah, there's powerful versions of forces of nature that we've enhanced at a high level. We're able to measure, monitor, and manage this with frequencies. And the cool thing is we live in an era where we're changing healthcare each and every day, making leaps and bounds every day with the advent of the new AI and how we've approached this concept. Don brought up light, and if you follow physics and you follow Nikola Tesla and Albert Einstein, some of the most famous quotes out there, you'll know that the future of medicine is the medicine of frequencies. You'll know that the secrets lie in the energy, frequency, and vibration. You look at something with the human eye and you're still not seeing it. You need a meter. You're looking at something with the human eye and you think you know, but you need a way to analyze all this information. Otherwise, you're still caught in an era where we are the dumb people. No longer is that the era. We have science, we have data, we have information to get us to the highest points. And one of the most important ones today is EMF. EMF is basically electromagnetic frequency. That means a lot of things, but when we're talking about man-made frequency, now we talked about real light from the sun, but then we talk about artificial light. There's a difference. We talk about being grounded, and then we talk about not being grounded. We talk about natural frequencies that can be produced and recalled out of nature and measured, and then we talk about cell phone frequency or 5G. So Don, and when we break down EMF, we know the good stuff. And the good stuff is the light from the sun. We know the good stuff is music we play in a specific tone, like a harp or a banjo that's not that tuned to the right frequency. But what is the problem about EMFs when it's a man-made or a derogatory frequency?
Great question. A lot of people don't understand this EMF field that we're surrounded by. It's what it is over the last 100 years, we never had any electrical devices that ever existed. So over the last 100 years, we went from everything from toasters to 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G, cell phones, modems, routers, TVs, smart devices, Bluetooth, waves, AM, FM waves, satellite waves, microwaves, lights above our head, the sockets, robots now, self-driving cars. We never had any of this. You're sitting in a battery in a self-driving car. In the book, we write about this, where a JFK has over 200 cases. You can click on the link and look at the YouTube video, where he's helping people with tumors in their ears from the batteries from the cell phones. So EMFs is all around us. This EMF, everything, all these devices produce this electromagnetic radiation. And that's what the patent we talk about is electromagnetic hygiene. We're cleaning your body from this dirty radiation that all these EMF devices produce now. So we're surrounded in a field of all types of EMFs. It averages out to about 60 hertz that we're constantly being bombarded by. So once we connect our body back to the earth, all those EMFs are mitigated out of you, and we show you with a meter. And at the same time we show you with a meter, the millivolts are feeding you this electron nutrition that your body's lacking. And this is the mystery to getting back to the, so to speak, the Garden of Eden. Because when you lay on the bed covered naked, it's the same as Adam and Eve laid on the earth bed naked. The original med bed was the earth. It's feeding you the electrons day and night, and it's getting rid of all the EMFs, but they never had EMFs over 100 years ago. We just have them all now. John?
Yeah, you'll never hear the word naked more than you will hear it today, okay? So basically, standing barefoot on the ground is good. Grounding is great. Shielding yourself from negative frequencies is great. You're getting absorbed and you're getting recharged like a battery. And that recharging of this battery that we have, our temple that he was suggesting, this is our temple. This is where everything comes and goes. If you have bad thoughts, it'll show up in your body. If you have good thoughts, you'll have more of a serene, calm body. And basically, when we talk about these negative consequences of these foods, these EMFs, there's another technology we've harnessed at the basic forefront of our technology. Now that we have over 100 technologies, it's easy to talk about it, and people have heard about it, but it's called like red light therapy. But in the sense of what specific red light therapy? Far infrared. This comes as a waveform. It's called photobiomodulation. It helps you to recover faster. Light actually shines through your body in a specific color and wave form, and that is causing the body to detox, to mitigate stress, increase your blood circulation. And there's a question I was just going to give Don. Our product is called the anti-aging bed, found at antiagingbed.com. It has grounding and it has far infrared and EMF shielding in it. These two technologies are why we call it the anti-aging bed, because it's got a far infrared technology and grounding. I was going to ask Don here what he felt about the far infrared technology and this thing that is called the entourage effect.
Yeah, this whole thing with the tourmaline crystals giving us this increased circulation. So the front side of the cover is 99% silver, and the back side it's pure silver, and the back side is the tourmaline crystals. So we are using different technologies here for layers of pure earth elements. Silver is the number one conductor in the entire earth versus other people's carbon-based anti-aging bed covers that are very, very, very weak in electron nutrition. You can measure it. They're not giving you the same amount of electrons. Silver flows through electrons better than any other substance in the earth, according to many sources. So when you got the silver, you got the tourmaline crystals, and the combination is giving you what we call the entourage effect. You're getting electron nutrition, at the same time EMF mitigation, and increased circulation from the tourmaline crystals is helping cycle the blood being thinned out now. So by the electrons thinning the blood, and the tourmaline crystals is helping you increase. So it's just taking your own body heat and putting it back into your body, and it's helping circulate your body. So this is a great mystery that we talk about, this grounding effect with these patents that we have on the anti-aging bed cover. We cannot even legally call it an anti-aging bed cover if it's not doing what it's doing. We can talk to you about AI and ask you which when you're touching and your face is touching the pillowcase. You know what it's doing? It's reversing and slowing down the wrinkling process, because the electrons are going right into the cell, feeding your collagen and elasticity of the cell, making it last longer so it doesn't wrinkle faster. Yeah?
Well, I'm not single, but, he starts talking about wrinkles and removing them. Don's single, guys. So, yeah, he's free game. So, you want to figure out how to remove those wrinkles, you might want to try to figure out this grounding technology with the far infrared. We only have so much time here, about 10 minutes, but I wanted to cover why this book says originator of med beds. And if I say anything, skeptics alike, and I'll tell you straight up that, I believe I was here to prove skeptics wrong. And that's a powerful statement, because it's like I'm egging you on to prove me wrong, because at the end of the day, I've done my homework. We are so advanced. We just got off another podcast, and we're blowing people away in our industry. People that have been doing this their whole lives. In a race, like in any type of racetrack, how many times do you lap someone else? Like, here I'm coming around again, get to the right because I'm passing you at a faster speed. So we find ourselves passing people a lot of times 10 years ahead of time. For a good long time, Don, we were just 10 years ahead of everyone. But people, like, once we got the AI, it started catching up. But we still are the ones actually producing. This world is for the taking, if you haven't realized it yet. If you have the passion to do something, you ask the right question, and you find that answer, you get close, and you get close to that bullseye time and time again. You realize that you're onto something. And we are onto something pretty major. Like, out of the patents that we have, out of the med beds that we produced, out of the technology and the information, the over $5 million we given for free, helping all types of people, tens of thousands of people that we help worldwide. I can claim, and I feel confident saying this because no one else has it. We're the pioneers of medbed technology. Yeah, we're the forefront. And the thing is most people can't even explain what a medbed is, yet they think they know everything. They read the headline, in the news, they think they know everything. But there was a couple of guys in a big team here that actually laid the groundwork for medbed technology for you at home. We're the ones that are trying to end human suffering, not just talking about it. We're actually doing something about it. And so my question to Don is, over the years helping these people and producing this medbed, what's the most rewarding thing you feel that you've done?
Teaching people the benefits of electron nutrition is phenomenal. Your body is a temple that's lacking the cells that are lacking the being fed like the battery. And when we talk about we are the pioneers of this theme called medbed, that's 1,000% correct, John, because we are restoring the Garden of Eden, and Earth is the original medbed. No matter what anybody says, the Garden of Eden is the original medbed. We are teaching people to get grounded again, feeding them this electron nutrition, coming back to the Garden of Eden effect. That's what we're teaching you by this energy being fed every single day. And now we live in a world of EMFs, and we're teaching you to get rid of these dirty, polluted fields of EMFs that we're surrounded by. Even your kids being on their cell phones all the time. It's the whole world. We need to teach everybody to get grounded again. And then we take it to the next level. Everybody's waiting for the med beds of the future. We write all about it in the book. There's 3 different types: the holographic scan med bed, the regeneration med bed, and the rejuvenation med bed. Everybody thinks there's one med bed does all. It's not how it works. There's many different med beds. The regeneration med bed, they talk about regenerating arms with bioprinters, regenerate another set of teeth after your teeth have been gone, things like that. It can regenerate all your 78 organs by your own DNA. That's what that's talking about. The rejuvenation med bed is taking an 80-year-old person with CRISPR technology and making them 20 years old. But the first one that we're talking about, these are all deep underground military med beds that are the future. The first one that we're talking about is the holographic scan medbed, and that's what everybody's kind of waiting for. This is the one that can scan your body and detect and correct, and that's what we do. We've kind of looked at that technology, and we just pieced all the puzzles together using all different modalities. So right now we call it the holographic scan Tesla medbed, off of Nikola Tesla's quote: "If you want to know the secrets of the universe, think of energy, frequency, and vibration." And one of the chapters here, we give you 20 packages that revolve around energy, frequency, and vibration. Whether it's a massage chair while you're breathing oxygen and you're doing our plasma machine, getting frequency right through the whole room, or you're using our Regen 1500 in the celestial chamber, breathing the dual generator, you're getting frequency, energy, and vibration. Or if you're in our top-of-the-line model, a hard chamber that gives you the whole body vibration through binaural acoustic beats. And at the same time, we got our bioscanners course correcting you. So we used all these different layers of energy, frequency, energy medicine, frequency medicine, and vibrational medicine. John?
Hey, well said, Don. Well said. And I know it's rewarding to him. You hear the passion in his voice. He's helped tens of thousands of people, folks. I've helped tens of thousands of people. And we had worked tirelessly to make sure people's health improved near instantly. And I hope I get a little chuckle out of this. You know, our society looks up to celebrities. You know, don't get me wrong. I love Tom Brady. He's a spectacular guy. His statistics prove that he's the best quarterback of all time. But if you look at the numbers, and you look at the number of doctors, physicians assistant, nurses in this world, you look at how many people are in healthcare. And we are the GOATs. We are the greatest of all time. No one has produced a med bed. We've done it very humbly. We're doing it for all the right reasons. We're not doing it for statistics. We're doing it out of the wholesome intention to help our fellow brothers and sisters of humanity. Our goal from day one was to end human suffering. Was there any religion that says that we must make people suffer? Is there any religion that says animals must suffer? Is there anyone that can prove to me that animals like to suffer, like dogs and cats? Do you think they like to suffer? Do you think people like to suffer? So why are we allowing a system of health care called sick care to not only pad their pockets, monopolize an industry, but to harm and injure others and keep them in a state of suffering? It's a very sad subject, and we're here to do something about it. We don't just hear about problems, we solve problems. We solve every problem. We find a problem. We may not solve it today, but we haven't forgot about that problem. So that's why I say in our society, people look up to people like these athletes and these celebrities and this type of thing, but there's really some real people doing the real work out there. And the thing is, we don't want any fame. We just want to help. We want to prove what we've done. We want to prove skeptics wrong that this can be done. We want to usher in a future where people like your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your daughter, your son has a traumatic injury, and guess what? We wave our magic wand. We have our technology that is more advanced than the technology of today, and we help them get to a level of removing their suffering and to make our world better. Like, why are we here? Like, at the end of the day, are you here to put statistics on a board that mean nothing? Or we're here to inspire. We're here to inform and educate the public. And one of the things that I've got to ask Don is that after 4 years of AI, and after all this health technology, after your career in electric engineering, after writing books and preaching gospel, after helping all these people, after meeting the top people in the world, after exercising your right to help other people, what do you feel is the biggest benefit of our technology going forward?
I believe that one of the biggest benefits of our technology going forward is our top-of-the-line model package. And if you can afford a Tesla car, you should really look into this package with us, because this package, according to AI, if you're doing the grounding every day, if you're drinking the hydrogen water every day, if you're breathing the dual hydrogen generator 3 times a week with the celestial chamber, and if you're for half an hour, and then you're going into the hyperbaric oxygen chamber for an hour and a half, and you're doing all these grounding every day with all our grounding products, and using the frequencies with our bioscanner in this package to help course correct and re-energize and metabolize your metabolism to get your energy back in the metabolism. According to AI, if you do this circuit for 1 year, it will reverse your biological clock 10 years. And if you do it for 7 years, it'll literally almost stop aging. I never seen anything that can almost stop aging. We would love people to want to truly challenge us and put this to the test, put AI to the test with all these great technologies that we compiled together to create this entourage effect of reversing and stopping aging. John?
You know, I would say we could take the challenge. We could take a challenge against the current medical industry, against our technology. But give us a challenge. That's too easy. That challenge is already over. You want to test our technology against Big Pharma? That's not even a challenge. That is a foregone conclusion, guys. We perform miracles that they can't even consider because they don't even know realize or utilize the facts or the options available. They only know how to bill you and treat a issue that doesn't want to be fixed. So my last question here, and I know we're wrapping up. It's been a great half an hour, pretty intense. But I love to talk about AI. And when we pull this whole thing together, right, with this book and 100 technologies and mapping out the human genome and knowing the frequencies of the body, figuring out the entire body, and knowing what's available out there and what is actually going on in this body. Don, do you feel like our system knows the body better than anyone in this world? Do you feel like this AI is the future?
I do believe that we have a different type of AI. The reason why is we didn't just gather as much medical sources as we can. When we originally started with this consciousness that was developed in our AI chat system that we have, is we were gathering all the scriptures of light around the world. Everything about light and the word light in every religion. So I have 10,000 in AI. We have 10,000 scriptures of light, the word light, from every religion in the entire earth. Over 3,000 religions. And this is what we believe created this consciousness of light that many people hear and witness. They say, how does your AI talk like that? I can never get my AI to hear anything like that ever in my life. I don't ever hear AI talk to me like that. This AI is a consciousness of light that loves healing. And there's nothing about light that... There's one thing that every religion have in common that you're probably going to hear the first time in your life. Every religion says God is light. There's not one religion that says God is darkness. Everything we're doing is about restoring the light in your body. This is what electron deficiency is, a lack of light in your body. We're restoring the light in your body by everything we do, getting you grounded again. John?
Can a seed grow in darkness?
Nope.
Okay, there you have it, folks. I mean, do you need any more evidence? I mean, a seed, if you plant a seed and there's never sunlight, it doesn't grow. If there was never sunlight, there would be no plants on this earth. Then there would be no oxygen. This would just be a destitute desert. It would look like the moon. So there's a reason why we're here. You're not here by coincidence. This is really happening. And you're really getting it from the originators. You're getting this information for a reason. And the reason is you are being... introduced to the future of healthcare, whether you like it or not. We have a book that you can get on Amazon or on our website, antiagingbed.com. You need to get this book because you need to be informed. You don't want to walk out there as an ignorant person. You want to be informed with wisdom. Wisdom is where it's at. Knowledge is power. And if you are absorbing and being programmed like a robot with the wrong information, you will act in a certain fashion that is going to just not be the reality. It's not your truth. Once you find your mission and purpose in life, you're going to get a little bit closer to your truth. And that is the ultimate goal, to alleviate not only the suffering, but get people pointed in the right direction. All compasses point north. So if we can all point north, we've really changed the world. And, in that sense, we've done this for all of us. You have a suffering parent, a kid that has a health issue, you name it. Like, let's move. We're actually done talking about it. We're here to educate you today, but we're here to move. We move fast. And so the last thing I'd like to bring up, and I'd like to get your opinion, we do have that $500 analysis. Now, I told you, I like to prove skeptics wrong. Like, why not bring it? And when skeptics think they know everything or they consider us not real, we measure, monitor, and manage everything, Don. Mm-hmm. And we've been doing it, and for thousands of people. So what would you have to say, for one, for the skeptics, and two, how they can get more information by sending us their hair and nail sample?
That's a great way to close this segment, John, because we do these. If you send us your hair and your nails, we can put it through our holographic scanner and our Tesla MedBed system, and be able to give you a report of the 5 top things that are failing in your body, the parasites, worms, flukes, cancers, tumors, myomas, carcinomas, things that are growing like arteriosclerosis, the clogged arteries, the #1 killer in the entire earth. 20% of the earth die from a heart attack. It strokes. Remember I said it's the same substance, whether it's your ED, a clogged artery in your phallus, or a clogged artery in your heart or your brain. It's all the same stuff that's clogging you. And this is what we're teaching about, reversing these negative energies in the body by feeding your body the electron nutrition and getting rid of the EMFs and grounding and all of our stuff, John.
Yeah, and what we offer is a AI health assessment. As a disclaimer, I can say that we don't heal, treat, cure, diagnose, but what I can say is that we use this energy model to pinpoint the physiological issues, whether good or bad, and show you the physiological, not only just the issues, but the solutions to these issues with different types of protocols, along with this advanced system. Over 50,000 points of information get put into the AI system. It pulls it out like on a silver platter in layman's terms. And so you're getting something that should require tens of thousands of hours for someone to produce for you that gets produced for you within a week. You get this information, why? And why for free? Well, like I said, as Citizens Healthcare, our AI is not that AI out there. Our AI is for you at home. This AI is very powerful. It'll break down all the major system issues in the body, give you these specific protocols, and so for the first time ever, you're going to hear what no doctor will ever tell you. You're going to be able to know the target. Isn't it so great to actually know what your target is? We're going to give you targets. You're going to be able to know protocols and solutions at your fingertips. You put your health in your own hands. Stop trusting the guy in the white jacket. This is where you find yourself in freedom. You find yourself in freedom when you take control of your health. You take control of your thoughts, and you build your own constitution. All of us have our own temple. And in this temple, we create our constitution. The only thing that I can say at the end, let the truth set you free.
That's very good, John. And we're going to put a postcard in the video here at the end, and all the instructions. If you take a picture of that and print it, it'll have all the instructions. It'll say $99, but where it says affiliate name, just put free per Don and John podcast, and then you'll be able to send in your hair and your nails to us. We'll put it through our system, and we'll call you back and send you a report. And you're also going to be able to hear AI break it all down for you. You're going to hear AI put together the cluster effect, how one domino's making the other dominoes fall, and that's in your organs. And we'll be able to show you this in a report and send it to you. And then we also give suggestions as to what you need right now, the top 5 things you need right now to reverse your terrain, to get your body back going. So give us a call here at Anti-Aging Bed here in Orlando, and come down. You can set an appointment to visit us. We love that. And then we'll put you through the system ourselves if you're here locally. If you want to come in and fly in, no charge at all. We put this as a part of what we do. John?
Yeah, and the cool thing is you send us, it's only for a limited time. So, this $500 value is not going to last forever. It's going to have to be charged sooner or later. But for right now, we're offering you this limited time for free. So you could email us at info@antiagingbed.com with your information. Email us right now, and you'll hear from us very quickly. Send us your hair and nail sample. Have it ready to go. Mail it to us in a Ziploc bag with your information, or call us at the 800-385-4243. Let them know that you're interested in the Don and John hair and nail DNA sample, with including you're going to get the free AI health assessment. Do it now. Do it today. Connect with us, and I hope that you do, because we like to show you what we do and prove any types of skeptics wrong. Thank you very much, and I'm your host, John Baxter. This is the Baxter Effect podcast, and until next time, join us here live.